IRS Form 940, or the employer's annual federal unemployment tax return, is an annual tax form used by employers to report the unemployment tax, which benefits workers who lose their jobs without fault. Here are the step-by-step instructions to fill out Form 940 efficiently. First, complete the basic information, including the business EIN, name, trade name, and address. Then, fill out the type of return that applies to you in the top right corner. In line 1A, enter the abbreviation and state unemployment tax, only if you had to pay unemployment tax in just one state. Complete line 1B if you have to pay unemployment tax in multiple states, which makes you a multi-state employer. If you've paid wages in a state subject to the credit reduction, check line 2. Then attach Form 940 Schedule A along with this form. For more information about that, check the video linked in the description. Enter the total amount of payments made to employees on line 3. Line 4 is to determine payment exempt from FUTA tax. Check the options for exemptions, such as fringe benefits, group term life insurance, retirement pensions, and dependent care. In line 5, enter the total amounts of payments made to employees in excess of $7,000. Now, you will add the totals of lines 4 and 5 and enter that total on line 6. To enter the total taxable FUTA wages, subtract line 3 from line 6 and enter the total on line 7. In line 8, provide the total FUTA tax before adjustments here. Part 3 is used to determine the adjustments that are made if you're not receiving a 5.4% FUTA tax credit. If all the taxable FUTA wages paid were excluded from the state unemployment tax, multiply line 7 by 0.054 and enter this total in line 9. Complete line 10 if some of the taxable FUTA wages you paid were excluded from the state unemployment taxes, or if you paid any of your state unemployment tax late. If this applies, enter the amount from line 7 of the worksheet. If any of the credit reduction applies, complete line 11 and enter the total from Form 940 Schedule A. Part 4 is used to determine the FUTA tax balance due or overpayment. Enter the sum of lines 8 through 11 in line 12. In line 13, enter the FUTA deposits for the year, which includes overpayments applied from the previous year. Calculate the balance due and enter it on line 14. You must ensure that line 13 is smaller than the amount on line 12. Line 15 is used to enter the overpayment amount. Check the applicable box to apply for overpayment to a later return or receive a refund. Part 5 is used to determine FUTA tax liability. Use this section only if the amount entered in line 12 exceeds $500. You can provide the FUTA tax liability for each quarter. If you don't have tax liability, leave it blank. Enter the total FUTA tax liability for the year in line 17. Part 6 is for third-party designees. In this part, you can provide permission to an employee, paid preparer, or another person to speak with the IRS regarding your tax return if you wish. If you don't have a third-party designee, just check the No box. In Part 7, sign and date the form. In the Paid Preparer Use Only section, if you're a paid preparer, enter the name, signature, address, PTIN, and contact number. If all this sounds complicated, Tax Bandits makes it easy. We guide you through the process and help you complete calculations easily. Take advantage of our time-saving features and file Form 940 today at taxbandits.com.